I was a mail carrier. I was working over 100 hours just to bring in a $4,000 check. I was like, let me just do something. I want something different out of life. I got to take a chance. I'm walking this mail. I might as well just invest in this and just do it. Taking all of the classes, all of the challenges. I had got my Credit Hero shirt. I got my Credit Hero stickers. Once I had made that first like $10,000 in December, I was like, oh my God. March, I made $30,000. The following May, I made $40,000. So I said, if I make $50,000, I'll leave my job. I hadn't worked the job in 5 years. So.
Hey, credit heroes. Our guest today is a credit hero who went from Section 8 to CEO, and she changed thousands of lives along the way. I'm here with Keenan Jones, and joining us today is the incredible Lakeya Allen. Lakeya took our Credit Hero Challenge in 2020, and she never looked back. She mastered the software, got amazing results, and she is now an official member of our Millionaires Club. And today she's sharing how she built her credit repair empire from scratch and how you can too. So please welcome to the podcast, Lakeya Allen. Hey, Lakeya.
Welcome, Lakeya.
Thank you for having me on here today. I'm so excited to be here.
We had to have you on. I got to tell you, I'm so excited for you. Congratulations on the Millionaires Club Award. Making $1 million with credit repair is huge. How does it feel?
I started crying, literally.
Oh.
And I told my daughter immediately. She was the first person I told. I just couldn't believe it. So it was amazing. Just to meet you and to just go from the TV, to go from the computer, from Facebook, just to be on here. It's been surreal. It's been great.
We're pretty excited to have you here as well. What does this award mean to you?
It means I made it. Like, I want to say, I'm probably the first millionaire, business wise in my family. It opened up a lot of doors for me, for others. Like I said, I was on Section 8 and I was walking those houses. I was I was a mail carrier, and I'm walking past these big, nice houses, and my customers love me. So I just started asking them, hey, what did you do to get this house? Or what type of work you do? What do you do? What do you do? And they were like, you got to have good credit. You got to have good credit. And I was like, oh, man. So once I came across Ashley, she was giving you guys this Credit Hero challenge or whatnot. I took her course in 2020 of February, and I just kind of locked in. I just love the flow of it. It helped me. I had a 483 or 485 credit score, and I just started working on my stuff. Use one of them infamous 609 letters, and it worked. And I was like, okay, I'm about to do credit repair. So it was amazing.
Well, I want to know everything, but let's start with, where'd you grow up and where are you now?
I am from Chicago, Illinois. Born and raised there. My whole family is from there. We have gradually migrated all the way to Bloomington, Illinois. So I lived in Lincoln, Illinois when I started my credit repair journey. I stayed in a 3-bedroom apartment. It was really nice. I loved it, but I wanted more. So now I own a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house. And I was able to get a car the very next day after I bought my house.
Wow.
And so I went from paying like a regular rent to owning a house and not having a maintenance man.
So 5 years ago when you started, because you started in 2020 after
Yes.
you did the Credit Hero Challenge, were you a mail carrier at that point?
Yes, I was a mail carrier in 2019. I started hearing about Credit Repair Cloud in 2019. So I followed Ashley for like a year before I got started. I was nervous. And then my sister was like, hey, Kia, you should really just do the credit repair. And I was like, I don't know nothing about credit. Like, I was like, it's this challenge they have on Credit Repair Cloud. I'm just going to try to take it and see what it's about. And I took it. It was the best investment I ever made in my life. It was the best investment ever. I was walking mail and I was listening to you on those podcasts, and I was listening to Ashley, and I started watching stuff in the Credit Repair Cloud community. and I'm like reading things and getting to know letters and getting to know people. And I'm seeing Derek Harper, I'm seeing Erica Hartwell, I'm seeing Ashley, I'm seeing Diamond Outsource. I'm like, I want that award. And I seen Bobby Richardson, all of them. I'm like, I'm gonna get that award. And I was like, I'm gonna become a millionaire. I'm gonna become a millionaire. And I wanted to be one of the first 100. So I think I'm number 70, if I'm not correct, if I'm not mistaken. And it happened.
Yeah, you did it. You focused
Yeah.
on it. You called your shot and you made it happen.
Yes, I did. And
Yeah.
it was the best decision I ever, just seeing that little cloud pop up. That cloud was not like a rainy cloud. It was the best cloud ever.
What was your life like before all of this, before credit repair?
I was just working a regular 9 to 5. I was working a lot of hours. I was working over 100 hours just to bring in a $4,000 check. I was like, let me just do something. I want something different out of life. And when I seen Ashley had made X amount of dollars, I forgot how much in like under a minute or whatnot. And I was like, you know what? I got to take a chance. I was like, I'm walking this mill. I might as well just invest in this and just do it. And I did it. When I say I had like things posted on my wall, like I was in kindergarten, I had all of the laws, all of the consumer laws, what we cannot do, I had a dispute Bible, I, everything. And I was studying and walking and studying. And then I was sending out those dispute letters. So I would go to work. I would get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning just to pull in reports. I had got my Credit Hero shirt. I got my Credit Hero stickers. I was in it to win it. And once I had made that first like $10,000 in December, I was like, oh my God, like I just really made $10,000. Like, yes, yes. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take a leap of faith and I'm just going to do credit repair full time. My mom was like, you bet not lose your government job, that you work for the federal post office. You bet not you lose that job. And I was like, Mom, I'm going to do what I got to do. I didn't listen to nobody. And then it just happened. It took off like wildflower. Like in February, I want to say I first made my first $20,000. And I was like, oh, it's just a fluke. It's tax season. March, I made 30,000. The following May, I made 40,000. So I said, if I make 50,000, I'll leave my job. I left my job. I hadn't worked the job in 5 years. So
That is so awesome. And
yeah.
at the beginning, were you working on your own credit?
So I went to I had a 483. When I first started, I wanted to get a house and stuff like that. I went to the realtor and I was like, I got a good job. I got a 400 credit score. She was like, baby, ain't nobody about to give you no house with no 400 credit score. I said, okay, what do I need? And I went back and got a 500. I'm like, yes, I got a 500. And she's like, no. So so after I heard what you needed, I just started working really hard. I got a repo off of my own credit and stuff like that. I paid down my credit cards and it just changed. And when I bought my house, I had a 793 when I closed on my house. I
That's
never had
amazing.
seen a Yeah, I had never seen a 793. I didn't know. I was like, oh God, this is it. So, it was amazing.
Well, and after starting to work on your own credit, like how did you get your first clients? Because it seemed like it started pretty fast, but like what was that first month or two like?
Okay, so I was doing the $30. Like everybody, sign up for $30 down, $30 a month. I was just keeping it simple because, everybody didn't know I did credit. And I started getting deletions. And so it was like kind of word of mouth at first. I wasn't posting it on Facebook or anything just yet. Just people in my community. Next thing you know, I had helped maybe a hundred people in Lincoln community, and then everybody started buying houses. So I'm like, yes, they got approved. She got approved. They got approved. It just took off. So right now, I think I have 874 people in my CRM. But I also do dispute on the back end as outsourcing for other companies as well. So they don't know that it's really me disputing on the back end. So yeah.
You got a lot of clients you're handling. Are you doing all the disputing yourself or do you have a team now?
No, at first, originally, it was just me for the first 2 years. When I say I probably know every single letter in CRC, I know every single letter. Now I know how to write my own letters. I make letters up just for fun. Like It's amazing. So for the first 2 years, I wanted to know my business inside and out. So I was doing all of the consultations, all of the onboarding, all of the calls, all of the texts. Now I do have a team. I've had a team for the past 2.5 years, but my mentoring is where it really took off. Now I have 96 mentees currently, but I've taught over maybe 4,000, 6,000 people. I do help other teams dispute. And everybody, if somebody was to get my CRC, my Credit Repair Cloud login, they would probably love it and never get rid of my letters.
I love that. And that's so cool that you're mentoring others.
Yes.
What's one piece of advice that you'd give to somebody who wants to follow in your footsteps?
Keep going. Never give up. I want to say just keep going. This was a dream come true. I when I seen you guys were giving awards and stuff like that, I wanted to talk to you. I wanted my name on that plaque like really bad. Like I want people to never give up. Nobody, no matter what people may think or think like, oh, you're only doing that off credit. Credit changed my life and I made others' life change as well. And without the help of Credit Repair Cloud, and I have secretly tried other things, but I get dyslexic when I read other CRMs. When I say Credit Repair Cloud is my go-to baby, I don't ever want to leave it. Leave it. I would never trade on Credit Repair Cloud.
Well, you're going to love it even more in about a week when we launch all the automations.
Yes, so
Really, really cool stuff.
it's a really simple program to use. It is amazing. It goes with I love that it gives me updates. It lets me know what my schedule is for the day, who I have to dispute, who I have to call. I love all of the stuff it has now. So if it has even better upgrades, baby, I am locked in as long as Credit Repair Cloud is around.
We got you. Now,
Yes.
um, interesting that you started with people like in the neighborhood where you were delivering mail and just word of mouth. But now I saw you're doing phenomenal with your marketing. You've got like 130,000 followers on your social media pages. How'd you do that? How'd you grow such a large following?
I was naturally being myself. So my credit people, they seen where I came from. I was very honest and transparent about my journey. I wanted them to know, like, hey, I'm not this bougie millionaire. I came from where you guys came from. I came from Section 8. I came from working a job. I am a mom. My middle son is autistic. I'm a regular human being. If I can do it, I know the next person can. We all have 24 hours in our day. It's about what you do with it. And I decided to sit down and take a challenge, and I challenged myself, and it panned out. Just telling people my story. I had a
Yeah.
weight loss journey. People seen I was a plus size woman, and then I started learning about health as well. So I wanted to get healthy. So I'm like, hey, you guys, if you want to follow me, you want your credit right, you want to look good, you want to feel good. So I started exercising. I did go get the gastric sleeve, but I started exercising. And I go to the gym at least, sometimes I go 7 days a week now. And they love that. They love that I do credit. They love that I take care of myself. They see that. So I told them, credit is cash is king, but credit is power, and it's life changing. I was able to get where I'm at off of credit, literally.
Well, a lot of people who are starting a business, they know they need to be on social media, but they're scared to be out there. How'd you get over that fear? How did and what was it like just starting to post and starting to build that following?
At first it was scary or whatnot, but it got more natural. Now I love being on camera and stuff like that. And I was doing it even when I was more bigger. I was big and I was really shy, so I would only do headshots or screen or whatever the case may be. I just started being like just like, hey Lakeya, just be yourself. And when I started being myself, and when I say it just took off, like one day I had 40,000, I was like, dang, where they came from? And then next thing you know, I had 100,000, and now I'm at like 130,000. And then like my views went to, I think the highest views I had was like 9.9 million. I was like, oh my God. So,
Wow. How much weight did you lose?
206 pounds.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Your marketing that you do online, you have an amazing following. I'm imagining the techniques have changed over the years because you've been building this following. I'm curious, like what's working today to get views on Facebook and get clients through Facebook.
At first, the reels were doing really, really well. When I go live and I talk and people can catch me, they feel like they're talking to a celebrity. They're like, Then I posted the millionaire plaque. They like, oh my God, you're a millionaire credit repair specialist. I know you know what you're talking about. But since everything has changed and everybody was getting a lot of money, I didn't make a lot of money on Facebook, but word of mouth and people sharing and sharing and sharing and sharing and sharing, I still get more people from word of mouth. I came up today in a class, at a funeral about credit. I do not know how my name came up. My cousin literally FaceTimed me. She was like, "This girl know you. She can't believe you really the millionaire off of Credit Repair Cloud. Are you real?" I'm like, "Yeah, but how did I come up at a funeral?" I think I post every single day. Like it's not if I'm posting a credit score, a picture, a workout picture, when you stay posting, people know that you're more so real versus me posting once every 6 months or once every when I say I leave stuff on the stories, people will look at your stories before they come to your page. So that is a great secret. If you want people to look at your page, posting your stories a million times, they're going to come to your page.
And walking back to some of your early days where you were really growing really fast, I read an article where you said you're still in Section 8, but you were making 20K a month, and then the next month you're making 40K. Can you walk us through what helped you like in doubling your revenue so fast, and what were the steps you did to do that?
I promise you, when I say I just was like posting one day and I just took a chance, um, I had posted up a price and I was like, you know what? All I can do is see. All I can do is see. And I was like, all right, let's go. When I say I woke up to that $20,000, I panicked. I was like, what am I gonna do? I was like, I'm a dispute. And I just started typing and I was up all night. It was fun. It didn't even seem like work. It was like, you know how you go to sleep and or you like you ever seen Peter Pan and they envision all of this great food or whatever the case may be. And Daniel, when you make short videos, they really are more attention grabbing than the longer ones. So I'm like, all right, what Daniel say? All right, cool. All right, what he say? All right, let me just do this. And I put that bad boy up that night. I said it and I forget it. And when I woke up, I had $20,000. Like I didn't have to. I didn't even know about CFPB or anything at that time or FTC reports. Nothing BBB. I didn't know nothing about none of that. That was straight CRC. Me making some letters, me reading what was going on, and me putting a price out there, and they could not resist it.
When you are mentoring people in this space, I'm sure there are some mindset things that are holding people back to getting in this
Yes.
space. What are some common things that you see, and what do you have to help them overcome? What are some of those mistakes?
They don't want to fail. They don't want to do the wrong thing. And I told them honestly, if you don't like if you don't get out there and try it, you'll never know. I honestly did not know what to do with those letters at first. So I was just taking a chance. I was like, this letter looked good. But what I did do, I read every single letter in CRC. Like I took my time and I read those letters and it started clicking to which letters matched with the accounts and what to do. So that's what I tell my mentees to this day. If you can read those letters, right? And you just match it up to whatever your situation is. And just take the credit report, everybody credit report, treat it as if it's your own credit. Treat that credit report like it's your very own. You want this house, you want that car, you want that credit card. Because when I win, when they win. When you can not only help yourself, I'm not the only one who got a house. I'm not the only one who got a car. I'm not the only one who got a credit card. So when they're able to see that they can or I can, that's when it unlocks.
Do you feel up to talking about some credit repair tips? It'd be
Yes, I
great
would love to.
if you could share some gems.
Yeah, so my main gem is making sure that personal information is dead on. If you can get your personal information to be one band, one sound, one name, one address, one phone number, that's where you want to start. That is my bread and butter. And then when I am disputing, I dispute accounts separately. So I will put all of the inquiries with one another. I will put all of the charge off accounts with one another, but I will send individual letters. So instead of me creating just 3 letters, my people usually get 18 to 21 letters going out per round. It's too many letters in there in different accounts, the way that you attack them. So the way that I address a charge off is not the way I would address a collection. The way that I address a late payment on an open account is not what I would address on a late payment on a closed account. So I break my accounts down like that. So if it's a charge off, I deal with it. If it's a bankruptcy, I'm sending a letter to LexisNexis. I'm sending a letter to the courthouse to see where they got it from. I'm sending a letter to Pacer. And then I'm not going to ask the credit bureaus to dispute it. I'm going to ask them, where did they get this information from? So they're going to tell me where they got the information from. And that's who I'm going to go to dispute it. They're going to tell you, we got this information from the courthouse. Oh, really? The courthouse already said that they did not do that. So now who did you get the information from? Oh, we went to LexisNexis. LexisNexis said they did not report that. They got it from Pacer. Oh, Pacer. Okay. So Pacer said they don't do that. They are data entry only. Please delete it. And it's deleted. So that's one of my tips. CFPB is my friend. I break down the accounts by CFPB. When you're doing a CFPB, what I do is I do a personal information CFPB and I do it separately. So I do personal information upload first, send that in so that they can get all of the addresses, phone numbers, and everything correct. Then I would move on to the accounts. And I do not just put where people sometimes make a mistake. You, instead of putting the company, you have to put TransUnion as a place, and then you have to put the name of the creditor. So if it's Midland or if it's LV Envy, so I'll send in a CFPB for TransUnion that they're reporting wrong, and then I'll send in for LV Envy that they're reporting wrong. So it's like a kind of double kind of attack.
How do you handle those stall letters from the bureaus?
Oh, you guys have a letter in CRC. It's a letter. It's a stall letter. So you say, hey, this is not frivolous or whatnot. I am disputing this because I have this. If what I want to tell people, for anything, like my mentees get in trouble, I can tell if they have not read those letters. The letters are literally in CRC. I use the letter. It's a stall tactic letter. I send it out and I actually send it so I have a dispute flow and I actually automatically send that letter out off top so that they can't say, hey, it's not me. You have to prove it. Prove that it's not me because I'm sending in my ID. I'm sending in my social security card. I'm sending in my proof of address. I'm sending in, baby, if you want me to take a selfie, I'm sending it in.
Because you're helping all these people and sometimes they mess up again. What's one small habit someone can start today that's going to dramatically improve their credit?
Paying their credit cards completely down to zero. And
Mhm.
if you need to use the credit card, I'm not saying don't use it. Wait till it reports a zero balance. Like as soon as it reports, baby, you can max that bad boy all the way back out, and they won't see it. So that is my best advice. Pay those credit cards off to zero, or if you do not have it, do not spend it. If your credit card limit is $200 and you cannot pay off $200 before 20, and I also have to trick my clients. I tell them to pay it off at 20 days. I never tell them 30 because they'll push it. So you got 20 days to come back up with $200 to pay that credit card off in full. So pay it off in full. I bet you see a difference in your credit.
Oh, I was going to say, what's one piece of advice you'd give to somebody who wants to start their own credit repair business?
Do it immediately. Do it immediately and use CRC. Credit Repair Cloud has a great machine. I love it. When I say it's very, very simple, very, very easy, very user friendly, it tells you what to do. Like I don't know how more simple it can get, but if you want to change your life and you want to help others, and even if you're just doing it for yourself, like just do it, go for it. Like do not second guess, do not listen to the naysayers, do not listen to what people have to say. It's really simple. Now it took me a while, but I promise you, I think I might have been a millionaire in 2022. So just go for it.
I think I want to switch gears now. We're going to ask you some rapid questions and answer with the first thing that pops into your head, okay?
Okay.
Okay. What is your business superpower?
Marketing.
What's your business kryptonite, being the area you've had to work the hardest to improve?
When I'm talking to clients, I don't have a professional like setup on that one at all. It's me. It's all me.
That's why you're doing so well. What does business ownership mean to you?
Freedom.
What drives and motivates you?
My babies.
What's your definition of success?
Being able to help others.
If you could go back in time and tell yourself one piece of advice, what would it be?
Do it sooner.
And do you have any other advice for someone just starting out with a credit repair business?
Don't give up like easy. You're gonna have good days, bad days, blessed days, tired days, but it's gonna be so worth it. Like I remember just sitting and doing it late at night, early in the morning. I used to love when it was 30 days on that credit report, like, and I'm about to import it. Now I wait 45, but the 30th day used to be my, yes, it's the fourth. Yes, I got 6 reports to pull. Like that was the bomb.com feeling for me. um fall in love with disputing. If you can read a credit report, baby, you can dispute anything in the world.
What's next for you? What's the next big goal?
Now that I have my millionaire plaque, I want my mentees, the ones that are under me, I want them to have that millionaire plaque as well.
Awesome. Awesome. And
Yeah.
by the way, we're about to launch another award for $10 million.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So you've got another goal for yourself.
Yes.
Now, how can people find your products and reach out to you?
You can find me on Facebook, Lakeya Allen. You can also find me at LakeyaAllen.com. And you can find all my ebooks and everything at LakeyaAllen.com. On Instagram, it's BJA _ financial solutions. And that's where I'm at. Mostly my biggest following is on Facebook. Then I would have to say TikTok is Ms. Kia, MZZKEYA. But you can reach me at LakeyaAllen.com.
I have here the little award that's going to go on the wall of our office. I noticed that it says Ms. Kia. Ms. Kia, the credit goat. I love
Yes.
that.
I didn't even call myself the GOAT, little baby lyrics. They literally call me the credit GOAT because I can get things going in 4 days, 10 days. And when I say I help a lot of other credit hero companies, I'm on the back. I'm in the back doing all of the work, all of the disputing, me and my team. And they like, you the GOAT, Kia. You are the go-to person. I have worked on millionaires credits. I have worked on regular people's credits. Like it has been a blessing. Like I truly love Credit Repair Cloud. I truly love it.
We love you, and I want to thank you so much for your time today. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you
Yes,
again.
thank you so much. Thank you both. I'm so happy to meet you, Daniel. I thank you for what you have done for the credit world, fighting for us to keep it and everything. I appreciate you, and I'm so happy to be on your wall. And I will be coming back for that $10 million spot.
Awesome. And for everyone out there watching, if you're finding value in the things we share on this podcast, click below to subscribe. Let's get to 100,000 subscribers. Also, give me a 5-star review or share the show and help us to change more lives. If you have a question or a comment, drop it down below because we read each and every one of them. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll respond as soon as I can. And if you want to hear how 8 other millionaires got their first clients, check out my podcast here. And if you'd like to start your very own credit repair business or learn how to earn extra income repairing credit for others, check out my brand new Start Repairing Credit Challenge. So sign up right now at startrepairingcredit.com and keep changing lives.